Love it or hate it, today we're on the bung. Welcome back to another video. We're here today at Hillhead Fishery in Ballymena. There's no one else on the lake, so I've got it all to myself. So I'm going to take this opportunity and show you how to use the bung. First thing we need to do is determine what depth they're feeding at. I'm not seeing a lot of fish moving about the surface, so therefore we're going to fish pretty much close to the bottom, which is around 7 foot on this part where I'm fishing. Easiest way I find to find the depth for fishing at the bottom is if the lake's 7 foot, I'll set my bung around 9 foot, and if we start picking up some weed and stuff, then just move it up a bit. So we've got a nice wee ripple on the lake today. I would either fish buzzers or a blob at the point. Something also to remember when fishing the bung, you don't always want to fly with a bead on the point. This could take it down too quick. So I've switched over to the pink blob, which I said there's no bead or anything, and that's just going to sink slowly through the different layers, and hopefully we'll find which layer they're on. If we start to get takes early on, we know that they're not feeding on the bottom, and then we'll adjust the bung accordingly. So there you go, guys. It seems the pink blob has done the trick, and we're into fish first cast. So going to get this guy in, and then I'll show you some. Whoa! So I'll not be showing you that one. So we had a wee spit of rain. I think I'm getting another bite here. The pink seems to be doing the trick. I'm going to show you in a wee minute how I retrieve it in as well. You don't always want to cast it out, let the blob sit static or let the bung sit static. You want to put a bit of movement into it. Just a very slow figure of 8, and then the pause. The pause probably being the most important thing. So I'm going to show you the retrieve right now. So first thing we do, we cast in, we'll give it maybe 10-15 seconds to allow the blob and the buzzers just to drop down through the different layers, and then we'll start retrieving. So this is the retrieve. Very, very slow, barely moving, then pause. We'll just let it pause, and there we go. We got a take straight away. Always on the pause. 9 times out of 10, this is when you'll get your takes. So, oh no. So we had a bit of a problem there. The fish actually swallowed the blob. I don't like leaving fish with flies down the throat, so I've knocked that one in the head, and let the fishery owner know about it when I go back. Always remember, guys, the first sign you see of a wee bite, you want to strike into it. You don't really want to risk that happening. And also, don't forget to wet your hands when handling the fish, or you'll damage them. And if you are having to kill a fish, make sure and let the fishery know about it. Don't be afraid to move about. Some people would just sit in the same spot all day, whatever they catch, they catch. That's not the case. The fish will show up in places more than they will others, so you have to really go about and try and find them. So guys, another thing to remember is the retrieve. Just because I showed you that one retrieve doesn't mean that's the retrieve you use all the time. When you're bringing it in, you can try some slow retrieves, figure of 8, some long slow pulls, some fast figure of 8, some jerky motion. It's different every time. Just try and mix it up, but I can't stress enough, the most important thing is the pause. You must let that pause in between retrieves. So a few seconds you retrieve, you bring it in fast like this, let it sit, give it a few seconds to see if anything's been attracted to it. Nothing then, you can try a very slow retrieve, let it sit, and just mix up your retrieve. Some days the fish will take it static, other days you'll have to maybe put a fast retrieve into it. Just try those different things. But a basic starting point, I'll always try and aim to be fishing about 1 foot, 2 foot from the bottom, and I'll move my strike indicator about 6 inches to 12 inches at a time until I find the depth that they're consistently taking at. So I'm going to retrieve this in, we're going to get a coffee break, and then we'll come back and try a different spot, and I'll maybe give you a view of the lake. So we've caught about 16 fish so far. We're going to go and have a wee coffee break, and we'll come back out, hopefully we can catch a few more. So I went to get a pot noodle, and he's away, he's locked up. So we'll do a bit more fishing here. There he comes back. So a lot of the time the fish could be land tight to the banks. In this case you'll be only casting out 2 or 3 foot from the edge. A lot of the big fish will lie in here, so we're going to put the eye on the bung and see how we do. And we missed one. And we missed another one because I wasn't ready. So, 3rd time lucky. Hopefully we can pull out one of these big ones. They usually roam up and down the sides here. Fishing tight to the banks was first a technique shown to me by a friend of mine, Vaughan Allison. He is the master at fishing close to the bank. And there we go, guys. We've picked one up about 2 foot from the bank here. Hopefully we'll get him in, we'll give you a wee look. It's not one of the monsters we're looking for, but it's still a fish. So remember guys, wet your hands. I see too much around the lakes, people not wetting their hands. And then the fish are bad condition and everybody's blaming the fishery. So, another nice little rainbow. So that about wraps up our bung video. Thanks for watching, and if I forgot anything or there's anything else you would like to know, leave a comment below, and don't forget to click that like button, give it a big fat thumbs up, and click subscribe for more videos.